Episode 1. The 22nd of June 1941, the morning the world split open. 4 in the morning. June 22nd, 1941. A pale line of early sun touches the western border of the Soviet Union. Inside concrete bunkers, Soviet frontier troops are either asleep or lazily preparing for another routine day. Nobody expects anything special. But on the other side of that same border, an ocean of steel waits. 3 million German soldiers, hundreds of thousands of vehicles, fuel tanks filled, maps folded, watches synchronized. This is the single largest land invasion in the known history of humanity. The code name: Operation Barbarossa. Hitler believes the Soviet Union is a colossus with feet of clay. He believes one brutal kick, one gigantic surprise punch, will collapse the entire structure like a rotten house. His famous words: greater than, we have only to kick the door in, and the whole rotten structure will come crashing down. Every strategy, every movement, every plan is built on this dangerous illusion. The night before, on the evening of June 21st, German staff officers travel from unit to unit carrying sealed envelopes. Every envelope reads, to be opened at 3:15. Inside is one line: attack at dawn. Meanwhile, multiple Soviet scouts notice unusual German activity. Pilots report strange formations, spies report shifting troop movements, and border units send alarming reports. Stalin, however, refuses to believe it. Some intelligence reports are marked greater than British provocation. Orders are clear. No full alert. Zenit guns remain unloaded, artillery shells locked in storage. History is about to flip while one side still sleeps. 3:15. The door gets kicked. 3:15 a.m. German artillery opens fire. The entire border detonates. Concrete bunkers shake like earthquakes. Soviet sentries awaken in shock waves. 5 minutes later, the sky fills with German bombers and fighters. 1,400 planes overhead. By sunset, over 1,000 Soviet aircraft will be destroyed, most still on the ground. This is not a battle. This is a massacre. German units advance 20, 30, sometimes 50 kilometers in the first 24 hours. Smoke, fire, chaos. One empire moves like a buzzsaw. The other empire remains in denial. Moscow learns the truth. In Moscow, the Politburo calls Stalin. Germany attacked, they say. Stalin replies, greater than, no, he would not risk such a thing. The German ambassador arrives with an official note. At noon, Molotov announces on radio, greater than, without any declaration of war, German forces attacked our country. Millions hear this in factories, schools, and fields. The death match has begun. One human moment. A small village west of Minsk. A Soviet scout platoon wakes from blast waves. A 19-year-old radio operator runs outside with a field radio. The sky is filled with German planes. He calls command. Silence. Second frequency. Silence. Third frequency. A German voice. The Germans are already jamming. The boy, Nikolai Krivtsov, would later recall, greater than, we understood that morning, we were cut off from the world. This is real history. He survived and would tell this memory decades later. First numbers of the apocalypse. By the end of July 1941, over 2 million Soviet soldiers captured. Entire armies wiped out in encirclements. Berlin newspapers boast, greater than, the war in the East is almost won. Hitler claims, greater than, Moscow will fall by October. He believes victory is near. But he is wrong. The miscalculation. The Soviet Union loses land but not industry. Factories are dismantled and moved east behind the Ural Mountains. German troops advance deeper. Supply lines stretch, movement slows, and exhaustion grows. Every kilometer they take brings them closer to a trap. What seems like victory is actually the beginning of a long nightmare. Closing line, cliffhanger. June 22, 1941. Not just the day Germany invaded the Soviet Union. The day the modern world split open. Two brutal empires collide. Millions will die. Cities will burn. Humanity will be changed forever. And this was only day one. Tomorrow, we will follow the German advance into Belarus, the Battle of Minsk. What happens to the isolated Soviet units? How will the Red Army respond? Subscribe. Watch. The story has only just begun.